Hey, welcome to another video. So today we're going to be going into the Scarlet Court's fall and the birth of the WRATHBORN. But before I begin, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and join the Sith Citadel Discord, links in the description. Otherwise, let's jump straight into it. The remaining two daughters of Crota, in their hiding along with the very last of the noble dynasty of the once great God King of the Hive, Oryx, were dealt another death blow. Almost a week after the Guardians' investigations and toils on Europa, the legendary warlock Osiris came to Luna after tracking the most potent of the cryptolith's signals across the solar system. Beneath the shadow of the lunar pyramid, Osiris came across a massive gathering of Hive that featured the remaining entirety of the Scarlet Court, including the daughters, along with the High Celebrant of Wrath. Unknown to Osiris, or likely the Swarm, the High Celebrant was sent to Luna to wrest free the swarm of the Witch Queen's plans and instead reform Luna in Xivu's image, a world where all Tiths would tribute to her. In an audacious and suicidal move described by Sagira, Osiris descended upon the gathering as a mighty phoenix he was and began to slaughter the gathering. In the years since the events of Shadowkeep, Vosher and Kinox, both heirs and sons and daughters of their own, more nobles to Oryx's legacy. These same offspring would be their respective mothers in their final moments. Vosher and her two daughters, Yashira and Irax, were the first to perish before they could even finish their incantation, incinerated by Osiris' daybreak. Kinox was soon to be second, who attempted fleeing into the services of Luna, and her son, Ulgun, and his cohort of knights raised shields to defend her, only to perish from a nova bomb. But despite his efforts, Kinox also perished in the blast. The remaining lesser nobles were killed in the slaughter, which actually strengthened Wrath thanks to the violence committed by the warlock. Osiris was then stripped of his supers, when the visage and will of Wrath emanating from the large cryptolith taunted him. Osiris was pinned, and around him were cleaved runes in the stone by the High Celebrant. In a stunning and tragic act, Sagira broke through the oppressive force Xivu projected that was slowly killing Osiris and sacrificed herself, destroying the cryptolith and projection, saving Osiris, believing him ghostless. The light in the place of Sagira's sacrifice remained for days. With Kinox and Vosher's deaths confirmed and that of their spawn, the lineage of Oryx would truly meet its end, and without them, Zulmak would be unable to resurrect again. Further, with the end of the Scarlet Court, the remnants of the Hidden Swarm would pledge themselves to Wrath and her WRATHBORN. Following the Black Fleet's arrival, Nokris's fall, and various worlds of the Sol system going dark, the Guardians discover a rise of corrupted Hive activity within the tangled shore in the dreaming city of the Reef. They soon learn that the Hive god of war Wrath had begun to marshal her influence upon the Sol system in absence of her excommunicated sister. From her cryptoliths, this was achieved. These organic hive structures burrowed into the material plane, while rooting themselves in the ascendant realm, calling out to nearby beings to be transformed into WRATHBORN. These cryptoliths started corrupting Aliski, but quickly spread to Hive and Cabal. Commanded and aided in their spread by the High Celebrant, they would be the WRATHBORN's command and Wrath's foothold in the system. To combat this threat, the Guardians agreed to a partnership with the Spider and to work with a mysterious Lightborn called the Crow, who is really Uldren's Sov revived as a Guardian. In the ensuing weeks, WRATHBORN of House Spider, House of Dusk, and the broods of the Hive would be hunted down. As for the corrupted Red Legion, none have been encountered which has concerned Crow. Roughly 8 weeks following its initial escape, the Crow was able to locate the Celebrant hiding within the Dreaming City thanks to the Guardian's numerous WRATHBORN hunts. After upgrading the cryptolith lure, the Guardian and the Crow made their way to the cryptolith within the Harbinger's seclude to summon the High Celebrant and end it once and for all. As the Guardian was able to activate the cryptolith, the Crow was able to tag it to make sure it would not escape from them again. The Celebrant would lead them through a wild goose chase throughout the Harbinger's seclude and the Ascendant Plane while summoning both Fallen and Wrath of the Hive and delay both Guardians. However, it would succeed in escaping back into the Ascendant Realm and closing the portal behind it, leaving Crow inside to deal with him. While the Guardians were seemingly stuck in a hard place, the Guardians used what remained of the cryptolith to forcefully open up one of the pre-existing rifts within the Dreaming City to track down the celebrant. During the battle, the celebrant contains the Guardian within a hive trap and opens up another rift to make its escape, only for the crow to intervene by destroying the portal from the other side. While the knight was staggered from the destruction of its only exit, kneeling on the floor, the Guardian finishes the celebrant off and ends its reign of terror once and for all. So what did you guys think of the fall of the Scarlet Court and the birth of the WRATHBORN? Please let me know in the comments down below. If you haven't already, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, join the Sith Citadel Discord, links in the description, and consider becoming a join member or sending a super thanks if you wish to further support the channel. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video.